Hello, this is my Mark 1 Mazda MX5 from 1991. It's a standard 1.6 model and I've fitted a Kaaz limited slip diff in it. It's currently set to 100% lock and it's a bit of a nightmare to drive. So we'll have a look at how that drives. You could hear it was jumping around then and there. So let's take the diff out and we'll get it on the bench and take it apart. I won't run through taking the diff out because that's not what this video is about. So I've got the diff out now, we're going to strip it down. I won't talk about setting up backlash, but I will be talking about how to adjust the percentage of lock from the LSD. So I've got the diff stripped down now. So what I'll do is let's get rid of these two parts and then we'll have a look at the clutch plate. Talk about the adjustment. So if you go onto the Kaaz website, you can find this document which tells you how to orient the clutch plate. Top row is 100%, which is what we should have now. We're going to change it to 35%, which is the bottom row. So if we look, we've got a thrust bottom. We've got a A-type clutch, B-type clutch, A-type clutch, B-type, A-type, B-type. And if you look at the top row, you can see it should be AB, 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 AB. So now we will move it to this orientation at the bottom, which should be A-type, B, 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 A, and A. So that's what we've got there. And that will be 35%. Put the top one on, and then what I'll do is I'll do the other side and then get it all back together. With the different part, you can see this section here, which is the 1.5, where you can see that the ramp angle on one side is greater than the other. That means that the diff will lock more on acceleration than it will on the reverse, or when you're off throttle. If these angles were the same, it would be a two-way. If one was flat and the other was angled, it would be a one-way. Well, it's all back together again. Let's go for a drive and see what it's like now.
So as you can see, it drives completely different now that the diff has been adjusted to 35% lock, which suits me a lot better for on-road use. The 100% might be better for 100% track use, and if you have a mix of track and on-road use, you're probably better off going 50%. But for me, the 35% is perfect. On acceleration, it will lock and give you an extra bit of drive, but around town and parking, there's no jumping or skipping at all. It's fantastic.